In fact, investigative journalist Manasseh Azure Awuni. And also, the government also asked for an independent investigation into the SML deal. It came out that, in fact, this was a criminal entity, very corrupt entity, that had tied its girdles around GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority. My brother, my sister, in a certain mafioso that only Jesus Christ can unravel. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, SML was disgraced. Ken Oforiatta had signed a deal with them. So much millions of American dollars were paid to SML. In fact, the contract was even supposed to be, in fact, renewed upon expiry, according to the contract, for another 5 solid years. It came out that this was a criminal.
So if you want to make a remote...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mama Obi Akwaba. Good evening. Mema Obi Akwaba eba doctor and politics so any DM wa onya baswa na wa share Rastuke mamincha minua Rastuke unya baswa bomodiana share on subscribing so to Dr. N TV ewe YouTube bomodiana subscribe eko Dr. N a friend say TV so send ya bring na me ba ye betwetwe enkomo ensem sisi o ensem sisi obi na ball nyom Black Sheriff or say ensem esisi anampa yada sorry ya ensem bebre ana abomodia chese esisi a ede mede ensem no mede ebreo mede ensem bebre no ana mede besomo mene one of Ghana's best farmer cocoa farmer be atwetwe nkomo na medini na betudwa wase na nakofi mo akwaba sanso na ora wadada so I see you na the nkomo ni nyina no mede beto wantimisrewo a unya baswa share it na Ghana fonso enya video ni bi na wo so enhwe no mu hu nsem a ekoso currently Shatta Wale the assembly ababetudja Shatta Wale why ni Shatta Wale ya enua Shatta Wale we bi na no akasa Shatta Wale said the way aban no Eoco aba the off aba ni fie no o ma storm ni fie no sa aban na hwe na wanye bibi amfa ho a aban no ebelusu ensem no de edoso we di nyina betudja de amaga fo amoa nyina na yi nyina na ehunu hawa ensem no etie pepepepepe. So ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, Bomodinia, tell a friend to tell a friend, Emra, ye babetwe enkomo ewa hase. Minchia obibia. Na afin so Facebook so yemfa entum na yemko live ewo Facebook na afedie dwumedie no yenhye ase kama pepe. But before that no yentie Black Rasta what he has to say.
Criminal outfit, and therefore the boss of GACL, his wife was the deputy CEO of Exim Bank. I do not doubt their qualifications and credentials. That is not where I am coming from. I am only building a certain dossier for my argument. My brother, my sister, SML was fingered in a certain corruption-related deal. The government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, my brother, my sister, like an ostrich whose head was under the sun, was finally tired of burying his head in the sun. He had to come out and face reality. He decided to abrogate the contract of SML after we had investigations from investigation journalist, in fact, investigative journalist Manasseh Azure Awuni. And also, the government also asked for an independent investigation into the SML deal. It came out that, in fact, this was a criminal entity, very corrupt entity, that had tied its girdles around GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority. My brother, my sister, in a certain mafioso that only Jesus Christ can unravel. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, SML was disgraced. Ken Oforiatta had signed a deal with them. So much millions of American dollars were paid to SML. In fact, the contract was even supposed to be, in fact, renewed upon expiry, according to the contract, for another 5 solid years. It came out that this was a criminal outfit, and therefore they had to kick them out, chop them off like a bad habit. My brother, my sister, they went back and they were able to metamorphose into Evatex. And this time around, they looked for Paul Adom Otchere. Of course, a baby of the MPP. My brother, my sister, and decided to use him. According to him, there are some board meetings in which they invited Evatex to come over. They ended up, my brother, my sister, with a contract for revenue assurance. My brother, my sister, when they had no experience whatsoever, according to Manasseh Azure Awuni's research and investigation. No prior knowledge, no prior experience of revenue assurance. And investigation showed that, in fact, Evatex was actually an offshoot of the defunct SML, the criminal entity that was banned and kicked out by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo under pressure.
Yes, Ebusiame mo bibia kwaba. Voice I would see, a black rasta, or no so the Nanuatum Efa a Paul Adom Otchere. SML and a Evatex. Yeah, that's sorry, I see Evatex say almost you a Ghana Airport Company Limited, over $60-something million. Adenya. Omo Magana a Airport Company Limited, a year now watching 7 days. Omo ambomodian reinstate omo contract no. Na omo bomodian talk so say omo abrogate omo contract na omo twa contract ni mo a omo je mpatasika over $60 million. Now, Evatex omo ni wanya. Wati SML, wati SML. Omo ni wanya. Eba ne saying na san komo ya yedie ababa piem se ene die. SML ne eye Evatex no. Womo SML Akufo-Addo muja womo kwan. Na afi SML no adane eye Evatex. Na afi de Evatex yi womo kire se aban no a wabe ya womo abrogate womo contract no. Womo edge over $60 million every womo. SML eye strategic mobilization Ghana. Na emre bi atwe mu Akufo-Addo mo fa SML se omomodin a na omomeye adwumadie bi emfama eye Ghana. Adwumadie ben na Akufo-Addo mo fa mo so mba meye. Dwumadie no a ka so mba meye ne se omombomodin na eja eye a friend se ombeye auditing no omombomodin na omo assure eye revenue collection emfama eye Ghana Revenue Authority for. Na ekopie mu se krono eni sikadie eni sikaria ana aban no led by the finance minister at the time Ken Oforiatta efa womo a otue sikadema wo for no work done. Millions of dollars was paid to SML. Ye the anu two Manasseh Azure very a friend is saying forthright. Obomodnia de nanu tumu ding. Another journalist. And abino upon pressure. Obomodnia cha SML. Womo contract ni. If you say enwa no assembly bekwa akoda. Ye wa ye koti ya ye say. Another company be the Evatex womaba. Sa na ye SML for no a. Ana woma sesa wo mo ho. Aboa wo chameleon. Oyi ne ho no wasesa no ho. ana Paul Adom Otchere omu yusu no se ono as the board chair for Ghana Airport Authority no wombo modenia no hwe na wo mama Evatex yi ana na anu bi omo SML no omo contract ene okukuru contract ene eja panyan wo de ma wo mu nyesika ketewa Paul Adom Otchere bia meka se o pe Ghana ni a oye journalist a wabo modenia aboa de dankwa buzia dombo tradition no amomedi Ghana ewu a number 1 Paul Adom Otchere. You see, ladies and gentlemen, ye won kofo bi wo Ghana abrabo mu no sebio on papa anhwe wo mu nkofo na hwe wo mu na enya bone se bia papa sebio obi hwe wo enya bone na mum so obi hwe wo na je se sebio anya na bia na beebi a wo free na honye ti se obi boa wa na otimi gina wo nanso a what do you do udi nokre eboa man senia wo kine bi no people will come to realize say obi boa wo no wa ma na anya boa ehunu kwa na emom ne mfaso aba wo so wan ba mo bobra bone na wan yusu sa opportunity na wunya aye no wan fa ma medi nsemu no but Paul Adom Otchere one ne nkofo bebre ti se owura na ne wo ye the minority leader of parliament afenyo Markins no omusuban boy bra with nyembe bia emre bi obi hunu omo bo. Why am I making this point? Because it's very important. Very, very important. Anything. You see, Paul Adom Otchere you be Akufo Adom yusu na che papa nyene. Enyene wo omo yusu Paul Adom Otchere ache. Omo didi mua no omo push the agenda of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo. Tufa Paul Adom Otchere beka jo so ye center the center say right to say left to say center back so say the obeke kan nyina akere. The person Otchere nyina ne say o believe in Akufo Addo JB Dankwa and Euphoria test ideology. Na ideology benya omu ni ideology papa bia. Omo ideology ni ye chronobo ideology. Omo ye akromfo. Ana omo abomodini a atikuo atete akromfo. Ana omo de omo joining a political party called MPP. Ana omo use the MPP as a vehicle to gain power and trust from the Ghanaian people. Now, we saw what they did. This is the same operation Akufo Addo, JB Dankwa, Ken Euphoria Tamo, Omabusiani boy, any Buziamo boy in 1966, 82 Kwame Nkrumah. And anytime when I sit here, my mouse brief history for you to understand who the political party, the members of the MPP political party. And I'm ranting no be no mabano nim political party no. That is why I'm do quite cheap. Na me de sa abakwasam na maw. So you understand what modus of operandi no and sisaye sa no motie. Yeah. Paul Adom Otchere ye kwa koto aba in a friend is saying 2024 abato oba London ya. In fact, omba ye adwumedie bi and I had to take a year live coverage and other things, the media work and other things. Of course, they employed my services. Now, no, they realize, say, I am somebody, UK, no, a man for Nimme. Now, a man for a Jimity. And so, Paul, and yana na minimno. But me men, sir. So, Minia, this is what is going on. No. It's a creative agenda, set agenda. Agenda, and saying. Agenda ni nyina say yema Ghana for especially Ashanti region because some didn't care your survey in Ashanti region and we say majority of the people in Ashanti region are going to vote against them. Sorry, not majority, but more people are going to will vote against them. They are not going to get the numbers of Ashanti region. And the only thing the Ashantis want is to have a direct flight to a United Kingdom. And to remember set agenda said a free na kwedie who Kumasi now person who took by UK and Europe who here so back bank crying the we say obetumi atena plane no we took from a year a friend is saying Kumasi International Airport straight to a year UK and I'm so okay Mate but my main friend a year me contactor a Ethiopian airline and thankfully I was able to speak to a year the chief executive of a year Ethiopian airliner or no Air Ghana Jensen Samson. And I'll say, oh, there is nothing like that. Now, what he knows is a year a chartered flight and Ghana airport for company ababede a chat behind. Now, behind say the dignitaries in painful be and then kofu bi ye dwumedie bi wɔ London. Na wɔn de wɔn ba. Na da sei and omesa de san kofo na say aba back to Ghana. Now, enye a direct flight, and there is nothing like a direct flight, a move from Kumasi to London, and every flight Ghana no goes through Kotoka Airport to other countries of the world. Timiye na mebo na mania say, me information I mean, so wow, I didn't know you got contact like that. No, say, my brother, it is election time. We need to do this. And I'm saying, you know something? Me, as at August, anybody who listened and watched me on radio station or followed me clearly, me catch them and say, per the information I mean, because there are foreign security, almost survey in Ghana already. Say, as at August 2024, year to a bar, MPP benya either 40% or 38%. And I said this on radio several times, the tapes are there. And I was always saying it. Says year to a bar in August, MPP ebenya 38 or 40%. Now actually SWA will be around 42 to 43% because of the intel I got. Year to a baby or Ghana, ye won kophobia almost wo Europe. Almost survey because Ghana Ukura Europeans no omani DH especially Great Britain. It me pick that information. And I'm a cow radios. And I told him, say, look, don't worry yourself. MPP will go into the bush. The elephant will be sent to the bush. But you see what you are doing? Ghana company, so who is bearing the cost of that chartered airline? Who is bearing the cost? That's the question I asked Paul Adom. Of course, you didn't need pay. I remember when no more flights, I come back to Ghana, now almost passengers, and then they reach out to me. Say, a bayan come no woman called Ghana, near receive we and Ghana. Na me you sue me journalism and I mean can say this now ya fair me no musun can for class so my be who say ni and I said, Mr. Man, I cannot do this kind of thing. And in the first place, what make you think that the people of Ashanti region are so dumb to buy into this your story? Paul Yobia, one of the things I made to me, I can say, on Ferriade, un say, obit me di atra dum pempen so be on Ferriade. Obit me e create seti an agenda, e dum pempen so be that is Paul Adom for you. Kase ofanko for yeremo fast kase o yese nenim bu ne dwe. And it's not being kind of the story. Say, Yansha womu and call for any whom a mobile bonnet share won't tear school fees to be after the money paying for be. It is to him, dear. He who is down fears no fall. And those people are very dangerous. Dangerous people. Now, to cut the long story short, they were calling me to the extent they said tickets now no more was so cheap. And they were calling for passengers. And I'm saying, look something. I am not after these kind of thing. And you see, this thing I've said it, but recently I tried to call one MPB or no MPP for be mobile in check me say, min Jessica say na min guni hoofing. And today I see, who know, MP, no? Yeah. A friend is saying, Wadada, not downful. They came here giving me money. Minka say when channel that. Yes, sir. After election, we be but after election, I don't know. I've lost his number or something like that. The number is not me when it doesn't go through, and I'm not bothered to look for his number. I'm talking about Honorable OK Frimpong, Asante Achim North MP. Senkenya me ren, and I can be greedy. Na me pesika. MPP gave me almost about. The first was 10,000, and then later on they'll give me another 10,000. And then when the operation is done, they will add 30,000 pounds to it, 50,000 pounds. So I mean, good anymore. Then I mean, can enter a year easy. Men can enter easy say, okay, Frimpong, and you'll be a dual citizenship. When I make such an allegation, the EC will move quickly to withdraw okay Frimpong from a year abana a year kwa kotono because a year nipa na one na ekon lawyer and the appeal could be very strong lawyer will come and say they are smart to obi so they are and the EC no should make sure say be remove ni din every the ballot paper so and na make my case I think twice or so on my show me more na mane mu na mon kan kire ye he no mebu o wa yeah, I don't do things to call for praise. No, I don't. It's just the genuine love I have for my nation, Ghana. The genuine, because that is how my father, my papa, no Otchere. On PCC, on Pentro, he worked for his money. He was not a rich man, but he was a noble class person. And I was here. Calls were coming. If I tell you the people that called me, you'll be surprised. People that I have never spoken to them and never ever thought in my years said they will pick up a phone and call me. Started calling me. So when many okay dim koma, even okay Frimpong and Namfophobia and no parliament were telling me, say, oh, really? And then I called a friend is saying, one of my friends, and I said, speak to this young man, or yet a friend is saying, Seveno, Musa Dakwa. Kachren say, was see only one a year independent MP in the Beko Parliament, which is A+. Me see, Kachren say, okay, Frimpong will go to Parliament. Into Miss Renwa, Onkoye survey was Asante Achim North. Na Kebi Obebobiano, Metuyama. Min country okay, Frimpong, Neda. Senkami GC Kanwa. Okay, Frimpong would not be a parliamentarian. It was Asante Achim North. Because they had everything to nail him down. Owusu Bempamu were part of it. They had everything to nail the guy down. If I tell you the things they said, can't wait. I said, what profit a man to gain this cheap, petty blood money and prevent a noble man who has love and genuine love for his people? What profit will I get? What if tomorrow my son, very handsome, one day stands say he wants to be a prime minister or a president, and somebody use my sin of old against him? Will I be happy? And as an enzyma, I am not trained or brought up in such behaviors. Men can't okay Frimpong that basically. I don't need that. Now that down for Ankasa. Women I pray parliamentary candidate. I'm pray. So my parliament told me this guy will lose. And I say, you are lying. He will win. Say, I like your confidence. I like the way you are very bold and you believe that this thing will work and you work towards it. I said, yes, it will work. You watch it. And thankfully, a free Krumha. I went to Ghana 2024, spent some weeks during the time, quickly, weekend, papa. Now you see, I don't think I may share a story with. May share Baby Sisu say, when you give yourself the chance, MPP will use you to do dirty works. Very dirty. And that is what Ome used to Paul Adom. And Paul has, he's not himself. Paul used to be very fat in the early 2000s. Because here, the deep rough anyhow. MPP using her to the extent say, and they were say, or Sani Ahumanoa on Timmy because or the Nesa to two uncophobia duanimua. Or yin insa a you. Oh, yes. Or yin insa a you. Mebo audio biama wet you will understand where I'm dear maker. And that's my second synopsis. Efa koko, a juma yemu be a year, ma NDC winning power. Because now me pesa MPP be winning. Yes. And when I started the third force, I knew the reason why I was doing third force. Because I know my people in Ashanti region. I knew what now the whole winning ya kon school ni esuan won anuama no and ya sa pefie nyansa ne modie no when it comes to political science, politics and strategies to win election. Look, when it comes to MPP, creating evil things to get the attention. Omunim yasi any political party in Ghana. Oh yes. Omunim yasi any political party in Ghana. Political party be no Ghana. Yenye bibi burning. Na yen just yen be jina ka say when this buy insecurity here and there. Ghana for say catch them. Some man for kwekwetu ye kum we ye bo wetu ye say MPP know how to do best. We be some say they are some na making. Kwame Nkrumah ye de flower topa ye womwo ebo modenia di bombo topa ye bombo nkwadanka tinkete omuko school nkwadanka tinkete omuwo parents yekum womo because they wanted to kill Kwame Nkrumah. One man they never man dwene hu po say eye nkwada and yekum womo. MPP, you have no idea. MPP Masa. You see, you can't say same way. Men can't because me time MPP. No. Yes, say bomo chechi. Yes, ane kano. Ufrinsu ase be kacha o se denche mewu a. Ye nji nechin. Ananya sa ane kano. Yeah. MPP for. Look, MPP for emfa enyansafo ene nantiw. MPP for penkwasiafo ene no monante. MPP leaders Akufo Adom omo penkwasiafo nantie. Akufo Adom bae woni nyansani bia nante se we ne bodyguard. Kamacha. Woni wo bia na adwemu do a wako suku. Wote ase, wote nsemase. Onye ignorant. Oni na nante da. Oni nimu na nante ye. Omo ko JSS wie yo mantoa so a omo ansua fie nyansen ansua de wa abrabom abraban kire omo hwe e na ono omo nante ye. Oni Nigerians boys ano no omo nante ye. Because ono ompe obi a wonim nyansa sen no and no because they are afraid of competition. The only way I'm to be nya Ghana for say ya tena brochire ya ni akwesi broni na kosuku ye nim brofo ye ka brofo ye nim de ya ben omo boa da e azan school ni mo ko mu nwie mpo na de owie kura kokko ne na mu keke wansua hwe onim hwe. So you see how we use Paul Adom Otchere. Enye Paul Adom Otchere nko o. Enye Paul Adom. Those days omo ko university Kevas, Legon, Tech. Omo pick young guys. Catch SRC for no. E be catch us oh, you boy we wa ben pa o. Ofre hin ebusia ben ofrim. Oyo hia ni ba na they will sponsor you. I know some of my friends are MPP Akufo-Addo sponsor. DB mu ba UK. Sabe boa wo musa mu nya setna. You don't understand. MPP is not just that political party. No. You won't confobia no mu ye adwuma national security under MPP. No mu kra British passport. I'm running ma ho kwan. But they were painful. Why am I share Akufo-Addo? Tio school fees. Bo ho ka di wo ba brochire. Because they know said they will come, they will use them. They will use them for their benefits. Shall the way we use Kennedy at Japan? Use Kennedy at Japan to the extent they say a kodum rebino no or attack John Mahama. I said not drinking new war. And they near ban also a year too late. And me say a year too late. And now Kennedy and Yabano, Akachiko, he was once upon a time a poodle to a Akufo-Addo. The Akufo-Addo Bekebiano diso. He was like a zombie. Today, Kennedy wants to be president. And Konim Senkadachi be obey pray o mampeninia konya noa. And Kawama Akufo-Addo and you soon, sir. Are you too late? When they use you, they dump you. They are trained. You hear the Gabi. Any new animal. They will motie. Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo oba UK. Na ne din e William Akufo. Obedu UK. Ana ohunu no say. Eye JB Dankwa wo din sen ne papa. Ana abandon ne din William Akufo-Addo. Akufo no ana ofa ne sa Akufo-Addo no JB Dankwa no odi ne din ne ka ho no be ya din Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo nto double Addo e wo ne din ba kom one person se sa din no de bobo so that it will open doors for him here in London to get some advantages. Because my catcher said in 1966, when these people, Kwame Nkrumah ye two na dear son. In 1957, Kwame Nkrumah the Prime Minister of Ghana. No, the same 1957, August, September, October, November, December, Akufo-Addo's family came to UK to seek political asylum. Who named that? Yeah, I don't know seek political asylum. They said Nkrumah was after them. Their life was in danger. And they came here. Dear no baba ye bomb ye bomb buying, ye ma apartment, ye ma dying, ye see ye best warm send ye asylum seekers in UK. Oh yes. And ye share Akufo-Addo. That was how we come. A friend said, Gabi Munina betimi ebe wo omo wa brochiri. Onamo crying British passport. Ye ni two kwan bia ye wunu. Ye si free play money ye si free play money ye ba kure be wura kuro ni mu a ye nim gate kura offer the citizenship gate. Onfa foreigners. Cause okra British passport. Adentina Akufo-Addo buy or no any cousin and yani no wafawo Akufo-Addo nyane wafawo e ye cousin ye kan Ghana cousin adan wanji position obetumi ama the position bia but wanji because he was supposed to renounce the citizenship no but onye because he will be a vital player for Akufo-Addo's family. Me say Akufo-Addo aba krom ha ama ye nam membo baby krodi na ye full escalator one of the biggest maminka say a place UK ha ye full escalator no ya full escalator no ye be full escalator no and Gabby got a call and we gina escalator na se and ye nyina ye full ye do top wo na do twa na chi na Gabby no say Gabby wa himfa na so papa ogina se wo the way I was thinking no Gabby eye Akufo-Addo's eye o plug here the Akufo-Addo ontimi nante onti ase ye we japade bebre wo Ghana they use Gabby and the DSI japade. Look, when we are talking about how to win power, control, take over the nation, Tinchanya na mitie mu a me na me third force ne ba mo mba mbesua de mbegene nyansa e wo akokora me ho mo mbra akokora nchen eja me ye wo me ne din a de to me ye eja bra me nchen na me bie wa adwene na me nkyere okwan no ukaze obi sorry anopa na obeji to me ye din kofo ko school e mebim koye ekosua pastoral courses e be ye pastors ne a plant woman in Anglican Church of Rome, Roman Catholic Church, near the Muko Methodist, near the Muko Action Chapel, near the Bimuko Daggy Ward Mills Chapel. Usa. On the politics, I say we are crossing in. When him be here, only a minimum binum nama, Mumbram was in the entrama dear. Because your brain was in his question. Shanko Phobe brave. There's one guy, they be on no platform, a waka. Was say me balandina Dr. Remfie na meda Akufo-Addo mo wafase pa he was the executive secretary Akufo-Addo mabusunya ni nyina on the executive secretary. I gave him the first platform in the whole world to speak, and later on me catch us minia where they say ya dia akra no kotena a year friend is saying Desmond Tutu nase trained by Desmond Tutu. And people were there, shall say, look at these people. One strategically, you think there's politics, they just come and they wake up and then they go. MPP, yes, politics, no, one more planting call for. And that is why you see, say, NDC ba power. But when you say nurses for ye day, because NDC ni obi a one planting or nurses for ya planting will be a man be president of Ghana Nurses Association. And we are MPP bidding on NDC, the amount. We won't tear see. You think it was just by Adena all of a sudden nurses for cost strike. MPP for now sponsor or Akufo-Addo now sponsor or they are using the Machiavellian tactics. Because a month for the whole South Africa, just go and be with Desmond Tutu. Because DNT and or didn't know what I say. Because a corner Desmond Tutu and Tito after we really gone. They plan, they execute, they set the agenda, and they follow suit. Tuomo bape. Say ebane say na afraid the MPP power. Asofo for nkasa. Ebane say na necessary for nko strike. Ebane say na politics we munko omunye no. Head for na wo wo mu na ya planti wo mu. Ya planti wo mu. And this is the natural way na mazungu ni no na mia kaya ye no na mia trot driver na o free le go no be shame we su na mia no be obi anyi obi an ya kaya ho abom we love Ghana na dem say ya zombie no MPP nyesa tina me ka kire mo say munsua sa de na NDC fu munsua na mo fam block MPP no mun tina opposition in chair. Look, tie audio we. Things I no nyane ya ye nneema boa wo man no. Enya mi anka okay frimpom. Munim na monka nkonko parliament. Odi achini a me de nneema ba kire no. Obeka say, me nua waboa me pa. Sa me ti wona me ye me campaign no a me kɔ bani na me hwɛ ne sa. I had na me interview one guy. And Kofi Cranting in 2020, I was interviewing Kofi Cranting. And as I was busy interviewing Kofi Cranting, and Kofi Cranting was answering his questions, then I got a text message from the then EC. EC phone, minya text message phone. When was someone catch me? I was Ren. Akwano our fantastic ideas by man cry ni dimpomba paper so. And I told Kofi Cranting, say Kofi ni so mbe you din free and krata so. I told Kofi Cranting taught me the idea grow. 2020 ni din bank krata so that be. Other than 2024 ni din bank krata because omunim say boys na prepared force into Kofi Cranting will pull some numbers bi anke be call in this one no Kofi Cranting be police our numbers. 2020 Kofi Cranting. Isi amana nto aba. Ni di amba aye ballot paper so say be to aba ama. Tie nkomo no. All Adom Otchere mo de. Omo de sa ne wakoka asembu obabi. Be say wutie. Na officer or smart tie.
With the people. So I had a conversation with them. And I made some stories. There's a video of you going back home. Mm-hmm. How concerned was your family about? Oh, and this about you. Where is this? This is my house.
Where is this? Or say this is my house. If you know call any few. But we know yeah sharp so say, oh, anytime I say this is my house, people think it is my house. Mm-hmm. And then when I keep telling you guys about these people, sometimes untie ene many one gentleman many ye a newma in opposition Ashanti region untie no.
And you say the current price in the world market. But
ye didn't come on afa cocoa because or you be a me trust no. Because no ye MPP ni strong. Now during MPP time, and you remember course no na ninja and this guy menene ye adwuma bebre wa Ashanti region. Na cocoa we ni ba na msimi ya et say we dey obeka no kre na kire. Amanfo ne sesay. Yeah, Ashanti region, Western North for dear no more can kre ni kire me. Na me mpemfo ni nte no kre. Ti di oka. No krepa no oka kire.
on say omo kan se bi ma abanda dane ti ase se. Abanda dane ti ase se. Me ye foreign court. Abanda dane ti ase se si ni dia de ne ti no. Let's say come the Kobe 6,500. But by then, no, the price, no. I never know. About be a can be trade. Even though some of us are here, but Sana acquire Adia, Ghana, and California. Almost sports marketing. Almost forward trading. And the Omudi kind dear no and Sana price a banaba. And the 2025-2026 season, what the can't dear Adiana no dada. The price in a model car, you know, and you're known as a say more catcher ye. And on the map, the mamma be catcher and say, I feel a better as mamma. It's my head. But we want to see be an abone coffin. And because of that, you know, and I'm also more so a day and Yama more than name. And Jinka forward trading and what the kind young agreement, you know. I then I'm on no price here.
Okay.
I don't know any argument I want your platform to say yo.
Okay, this are for the argument I work cocoa farmers platform no and painful association now I work across Ghana no because cocoa farms cocoa nye baby and idua cocoa it took baby this Ashanti region, Western North, Western region, Eastern region sa cocoa kwa phone ni na wo painful ni na or campaign phone ni na those regions ni na eti o mama information Ati.
So for training, come with the young Cassandra comes to some Benya.
At least, like 3,000 each. And then, because at the time, you know, say, no season, you best pass, you know. I say, Coco, normally, March, April.
Okay.
Not just say, Tameno, ya shot, and near my sink, I can't cry. Preparation, they say, also, but my impulse, no, you were August, and the better did fertilizer neighbor.
Okay.
Because of the climate change near the you know. See, as you speak to now, see, you were a fupem as Hamatan Ketwana ba in between mediano. And only experiencing is
the time
the fertilizer brain.
It's the time any wrong for fertilizer, no?
Yes. Today, one of the FM stations called me, and I told them, they say, "Oh, my fertilizer, what am I going to do with it?"
Now, yeah, becoming himself there. About a friend is Ashanti Regina who supported your mama Casiepa. When you say, "Menu, when you say, Umame and Sembebri, Mamedi to Tumpe, when you say, oh, play very, very well, could do really crowded now. Yeah, Ashanti Regina because we a chief farmer. Fakuku, one, and Yakitwa. I said,
me say me conscience ya problem am nya na nya gro
because ubenya problem go from mrana from painful why nim wo motata wo wa Ashanti region nyina no ni nyina
Me pray am ne ka say 20 yebeto aba from 2020 to 2024 na poma ye tata ne say first national security for enche no ema odwane be share abrochire kakra. Then he had to go back because then your ma Akufo Adom ye editia farmers, cocoa farmers, not an engine. And cocoa farmers believe in him. Metro the entire omo believe in him. Metro it now a man who be ye because or you be our terms you cannot support to MPP for. And who say no MPP for the buy. Na dan ko awon one NDC crampo no mama no na better than MPP. Then sadia Obeba bede a support Jomama. Na eja wafa kwan bi so a Jomama mo be miti koko a friend say farmers no. And here let me say mpemfo a mebo mama ne nyina ekokohia wo including BOT Bernard Odrotechi a me hwe nim se nkeja ban yi ke man position bi hye baabi a nkebeboa especially even the disability sector because he being a disabled person me kan emfansre na emfa ngunanimu ase. At least obeti or ye be anti what womase. And a lot of people, Pablo Mo, I mean, even Julius Debra Munyana we bo money. And yet Ura John Mahama ni and say where we are, ye kwako see no ye a friend Bolly Bambomina, Omina came in. And they met the cocoa farmers. Now, TSM.
ina no ja umwana wa balance kakra ba bruchire bu mu anu wa balance akoshenkra. Use surprise we no. See surprise in say na omutu ma ko disen.
Omutu 125 cedis. And at least when you say and come to operational fee no cry no benya no. The omo no be save dey omo brand no nya de no. Omo che sukra nanka omo maye menfa no me scale it down to the bad because no be na beti menya 1 ton. Say smallholder farmers in there. No be na beti ma 16 bars na 1 ton. And then come man 300 increment per bag krana. And people will not talk.
Okay. It is kana aban de atos no. A year but ka aban to me the 150 bi kan ho kra no a everyone's 175 can when they could do 300 Ghana cedis. They will not talk. But then, or make key point to be said, aqua san abaning yan intem. Na onfa fertilizers ni nyoma na waka so de bema wo no. Onfa mran 10. Na embe do farmers for no ensemun 10. Na farmers for no fanya adwuma na farmers for no hunu say anya no senka womuti womubotum ka so mkototo saa nyoma wo ya enka ombeboka nti efa ne say aban ne ma wo 300 nimpo a and omoka so mu yi omusika no mu bi kra kote fertilizers ne nyoma na enko musika no so be de ebeti nti em say ba be si be 100 and e ba be si 300 na e ba be si 3 a friend is 125 na 125 here na aban the account e ba be si ho a it was rese aban nya enumom ntem na emum no ye ne ntem a e beboa wo. You see why I like people like that, people who are honest and straightforward. This is an MPP person. I would free MPP by joining NDC or Kanokre. Minyano Krewi, and I'm the chief executive officer. Randy Abino say, wow. It was so how come? So I feel the information. I'm so say people don't know some of these people because these are the people that you need to use. I said, Randy is somebody or a very knowledgeable, and or you'll be a TNSM or Tony Boasi TNSM. It will not just say information on the man. Information no mususu say cocoa farmers. And I'm saying no. Sa cocoa sa nkofo na amukwaji information no bebre no aye MPP for omese da ama mo information a enye accurate information a mo be ka so ye ni cocoa farmers ni na akasa mo de ba o mo nyina ni beji o mo boa o mo set mo up because o mo pese o mo gum ani mu ase it will help operational cost na mo de akosoro no a because some hu won mo operational cost no kra ni no no o ma fa bebre na ye say empenfo ni pese but enye sa na tie. And again, we share a friend is saying the world market, the way Randy Mashashenoa, a bebwa cocoa farmers no. But you see how it is. The entire because the cocoa farm no, a predominantly Ashanti region, Western North, and all those places. It will fat the Papane Canoa. People are not happy. But increment now open. Almost 150 crack or so or many beso. And this is somebody or no woman and Nanti, and he is part of them. Now into us. And
people will not talk.
CC no. Almost free saying MPP time na is saying CC on that could you say?
No, 31. 3,000 100 cities. And as it's acquired 3,225.
Only bear 125 now, so.
Yes, 125.
Which means that almost the 300 Ghana Krebu Sua.
Come on, you could meet, you know. You could meet, you know, Cramanco, what say, see the name of Econo. I find a way, Yama de Bray, or you will, once the social interventions, only near my name of Brouhaha. I won't say. You move be he say no, ya can do much in Chica. Almost you never be see, Crana and Cababua. I don't make it
because he says, you know,
come on, what?
Who says, you know, or who were Chidom Cassia, papa, get into their hundreds of thousands. He says, you know,
That's it. Campaign, I may make
so I make it say, oh dear, Yamina, ya bobo boy, hunka crankra, Udi who sees ya, into me, and you be and they are buying a year and this are buying a It's would it not me, cocoa and something in an embassy, Nipa, that kind of moon crack tremino. Ayo, Nana, don't that kind of crema chairman. Tina may say that's it, my main fro. Let me myself say, because when it comes to cocoa, no, they are. What dear, Ukrainian woman, what the mammy? Assume the pass your man paying for no because
I get too late, Crana. The incentives non person the banner. Almost speedy up on your man.
It would, yeah. What you say? Government ni buy incentives be ne interventions be a oil a cocoa farmers. But you see, the communication must go. Yama communication and kobebre yama Ghana for antiasia. So when one say yes, even though price no and come the kakra kanwanka ebeye ni so. But mama yes anumpuno abano yen be a interventions that eboa cocoa farmers. enti sisi no akwakoba ne se aye late no aban no mfa interventions no sa anoma no e sa akade na e so ode ba no mfa mrantem no mani nje. You see, so this is where we are government. You move quickly, and I've told you say in Benford and quickly and check this week. No, almost started say almost the fertilizers never content. I'm a kofuenya fertilizers and near manua. I can't deny so munyano. It is our propaganda no MPP base and KBA almost be shasia den day no. And yadi bebasu because you mubino you didn't Kenya information first hand. Any menene din komo no ono so abo aye e friend say ekuo ahodo no awoda no nye kuo makoma e dose pa aye kuapako say mintimi mbo ni nyina yesa wabobobo sa ni nyina no say seni na abeto ama me so mini si won so din komo ma si won so ahye obobo say through me no aye sa intervention be contem na etimi akwa solve that issue no because omugiri say aban we wo adwene pade ma wo ana omuyem hihye wo mo say saban no anya sa anuoma no omonkofo no de omachitafo no bebre no omadwene mu emere titru eye mintimi mbo that particular region but you know yentie
anyonkofo bo because ankofo we be capitalize o abi we so ati aye niam bebre ana se Ghana for no o ma ye style bi o ma ye style bi asem ni hye mu a on kan what the do bone
sene o de wa o kire o ma no mo so yo to mo so be din na 2028 no so mo so akwa de it sene o kan no incentives na aban incentives no sene o bobo so
o say fertilizer how the beba
yeah
and chemicals because last year nyina no insecticide no Oman Palma.
Now, because MPP for this one, we mass spray, no, we yes, annual mandata, no correct.
Mass spring, and I'm a kind mass spring the whole of 2024, man. Don't we any say no more the insecticide, no, and fungicide, no, no the big break cooperatives, you know, but community once na a bar a cut across board, movie and yabino, and a woman, and most of the farmers. And join the cooperatives.
Okay, come to farmers no dorsum.
Dorsum. Because Obuha on Pesa or Bako joining a coach to reduce when your time on farm meetings near the other. And pay cooperative and she say no one committee said that they go crown no much you were film. And she said, I bind you know what they are. You see a crime we used to say beer. You see someone near boy a drona. Ubia. Or fall within that, enclave no be an ever bonnet here.
Okay.
But we know again, and yes, Hannah, cooperative financial anything. Omonke come.
Okay.
Omonke come.
I'm saying,
I afford also.
Hey, na say more done. Say such the honey. A friend is saying other district and go for Brouhaha.
Oh, now say after election, and ne. Obi catch me say, Juma mo ye nyina say kwa. And
hey,
Obi catch me what?
Juma no so de ye bi pa. Juma ne de ye bi pa. Bi wa makọ Ghana within 3 days, 4 days na ja. Yakwa akọhyiahia wo mo. Ya sheshe wo mo boa nyame adaroma aban be you ma dia tum say aban ni bibi but you know I mean it's early days yet ye mu bi no ye be ma enuoma akoso na yaye ne pepepe and you see I am somebody I am a person unya no kra ni free ni pakro no wa na wo boa no a eye much easier unya no kra no a etime me follow up na mahwa ma bibia because 2024 no dey mene na na boy adwuma no mene ne boy adwuma wa Ashanti region 5 good years na woni pa na wokasa wo dey me mpese meka wo dey ekwa akiri na ti we friend is we su wo fase
cancer board
yes in cancer board so ka
na koye campaign no ento mo ko bi mo ma hu me no na nkrofo no bi frɛ me ka kire me say nkrofo na ba
NDC makoyi MMDC bi wo Ashanti region but minimum bedin komo saa nipa no amakoyi no as MMDC no ono no woye parasite parasite because ne papa ne wofa na wo hwe no ne wofa no ye MPP ni kese pa ana ne wofa na planting no se ne mekire mu the way MPP for planting kofo ne wofa na planting mo ana mo nso makwa akoma abrantie no MMDC eti nsem bi a mo commit na mo kan bia no wo be ka kire ne wofa na wo ka kire ne wofa nso ne wofa ne nkwada ne buntimi mo ne boys any wuntimi mo wo Ashanti region wo ne boys any napomo ono no nko ope council of state edi ana wanya ana waya ama ne wo fast na baba benya MMDC e wo NDC eti mu hwe ne yie pa be konkomo bi amukọ Ashanti region ansi amukọ di ye no eno no ogina so a okoka kire cocoa farmers odema MPP for na MPP for so cocoa farmers na ewo mu no omo polutu o madwene eti mu hwe ne yie but eno nkomo no another day why enti
ba ma be che yen sekan boxes no mo enam nya de ena mse munja me de NDC phone beba eno na me ka cho se me ko kan wasema yem NDC PC no emma wo mote ya no mo tata me mo no
se o ka se iti hone de enkomo de hone ye sensitive de be si kakra ko edin bi BP mu ati hone de mu eden kakra why ye fa bi si na yesa ebe ha adwene
careful bia enu mu hwan wase a afi na be ye wo ne the masses me say wo mu campaign wo ho nyina eho vote no mu nya wo ho no ye to ba wie boy baako na mo MPP platform bi so boy baako confront me se me ye campaign mandi
omo planting as you are planting o Jack we are all planters not ganja planters
e be say din kom ko na me pampo na dia me fro na you are bechechi mu na e di ho kom why
Mate.
I'm here. I say there's what down for now by your you King Charles.
Yeah. Me plan say early next year. Many family no baba.
Oh, okay. Is it the
nipa na me dey nkomo no na down for pa ne King Charles. Ai, nipa na me dey nkomo no na down for any King Charles. Ono pani nipa na Queen Elizabeth tiase. Na oye Ghana ni a ye tonkrama no na waba aba besra wo mo wafie. Because a cocoa farm or organic cocoa farm. Now, King Charles, that time no Prince Charles or Cornefu. Ni ma Miss Man man call a brandy way from now Cornefu more. Minia, and your mother be the family organic farm, organic cocoa, nothing over about over something thousand of acres and we are organic. And what back when the end the fertilizer and this annual money we but mostly organic, and he's doing very, very well. See that many didn't come for you to understand. The people are omobo modern boa ma abai way to me na so baba. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see na my for the last story in trim. Me time as my for the last story in trim na.
He said they were down for his on Okukudro King Charles Moa. He said they
so yanko a friend is and yem say yenua Shatta or the post be able to abontine. I think say Obama who come Facebook or Shatta or complain. He say Eoco boss, the president of Ghana didn't put you in that office to come and humiliate the citizens of this country. Remember, God no sleep. Let me tell Shatta say Momu binwa mo threaten aban we when aban we eye in human. Momo modiana munjai. Montumo boas. Uti ase say bibi kakra ni ye threaten aban no me ma me call for nto aban ma one sa ne munjai. Uti ase because me I am reliably informed about a year EU4 secret agents, EU4 secret agents are Omaba Ghana with the work of FBI Nessa Annual almost started almost yes, almost stolen cars. Now, video we call me page video we.
Hello, Mr. Azar. I'm now here with the BMW that was captured in Ghana, and now I have taken the car myself back to 6th here in France, and in a few moments I will unload the car. I just want to say a special thanks to you, Madame Naomi, Killer, and the lawyer for all the cooperation. I think that this team is unique. We have a lot of capacity in-house, and I'm currently at the 6th depot now. So we'll get this fixed up, and we will report back to you.
You'll call the other one. BMW na a Ghanaian celebrity fifi. A stolen car. A Ghanaian celebrity benefi na nesi. Ano makwa just BM. To him say we a celebrity na what to car. Bomodinia na car no. Bomodinia one kasakra no why you can even call the Eoco people to come and say so me talk away for asimesi na car na I said the way you know. Wetumi aye hwehwemu say enye stolen car na. Otiase. Enye bibi aye bibi boni. Oto bibi ewo bi ho ne neoma. At least make sure say you do the right thing. You buy from the right people. Otiase. That's the thing. When you say ya, do the right thing. That's all. Because and yes, Shatta Wale Nkwande pika ewo Ghana. There are a lot of people also drive cars. What they say you could for konko fie say omo cars. Ye won nanfo ye won nuanom ye wo abusianfo Ghana na one ye free. Ye won konfo omo so use cars. Nye car ketwa. Wuti ase. Ye won konfo a ukọ omo fie a cars egu fie ho no. Some of our mates, a bimu a pilot, a bimu ye friend is a surgeons in your mako mufi, a mukas they go, maintain say you could walk mufi. Oko in your businessmen here, moko a buy moye commodities here. Maintain say you could foko mufi. It is a yoko about fear, a abotre, and I saw only yoko for any dinkomo. Ufia na wonye bibi bonia. And that dear Sebu, a trace why they were better abonting, then we want to threaten the government, say, and our government didn't bring you to do this. Now, government was never somebody. Omebo Ghana for who buying. Na boni e koswon, yensiano, na de oye boni no nso. And running in any de indi, sani we ask net. So please, and my anya who said we will be a friend is saying, osia kwine. We will prevent people, say, ombeye. Ebeboa wo man na mo man na tumpon ye to ye can America ni ye can UK Shatta Wale ni bo America is like this America is like that is because America wants rule of rule of law say mrani be ye adwuma. Americans don't entertain enyoma boni. I'm not saying say it's a perfect system the same as UK and your perfect system but a much better what you say to let us support eye wo mo so ebo adwumaden a mo ye adwumaden e de abo ama o my Ghana na 2 point ebusia ma menja mo na memfa mu nsi ase we be done 1 hour 8 minutes. Thank you all for coming. Nyame Adom a e be san so ehia ai wari ase. I love you guys all. Thank you mo amoba nyina na din ni dos because me bobi na meje bia be ha dwen nti mi se mo a me do mo nyina. Take care. See you soon.